Hi friends, in this session we'll create a dashboard from scratch. I'm using Grafana 7.3.4 and Grafana is running on my virtual machine, Oracle VM VirtualBox, and this machine Linux machine where my Grafana is running. So I have a Grafana setup on this machine. I can show you the history of commands. So if you see, I edited my Grafana repository. I created my Grafana repository first, then I installed Grafana, and then I enabled Grafana, starting Grafana server. I also changed this .oci file which I created to Grafana folder because I will be monitoring OCI resources, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure resources using Grafana. I edited the file. We need to make some changes into the configuration file under this .oci folder, which is essentially the OCI CLI. So I changed the file, particularly the location of the key file needs to be changed according to the location of the file now, because by default this file was in the home directory of the user, and then we need to change it to the user share Grafana directory, and then we also must change the ownership of this file, this directory, including -r switch. Then we installed the plugin OCI matrix data sources. This is the main plugin we are using, version 2.2.2, and we restarted our Grafana, and then this is another environment. So up to here, this is what we have, the Grafana server running. Now once the Grafana is running, in fact if you notice the last command, this is copying this OCI back into home directory so that we can issue some commands from for the verification of OCI CLI from the home directory as well. For example, OCI IAM availability domain list, so that it will confirm that my OCI CLI is working fine. That was the purpose behind this. So I am just verifying that my availability domains are visible here, so that it's confirmed that my OCI CLI is working perfectly fine. So that was the evidence. Now we have set up this plugin. If you notice here, data sources, under data sources I have set up this Oracle Cloud Infrastructure Matrix plugin version 2.2, and I've entered my tenancy OCID default region and environment is local on my particular system. So that's the plugin setup. Now what we need to do is we need to create a dashboard from scratch, and we'll import one dashboard from Grafana also. So let's go and create a dashboard. Click on this dashboard, then we click on this add new panel, then you select the default data source, and then you select the region, for example Ashburn region, compartment. From this, give a couple of seconds, then the compartment will be populated, and then give some more time. You will be able to select the namespace. Just hold on. Yes, you notice that it takes time. Compute agent, and based on these three parameters you will be able to get the matrix here. Just give some time, and for example I want to monitor CPU utilization, and here is the matrix available. I want to monitor the CPU using gauge. So let me change the title of this, CPU utilization. This is the panel name, and if you go down you see the visualization part. If you want to change the color and all, you can change it here, the base color. So you want a blue color, you change the color here and apply and save the dashboard. This is my OCI dashboard. So we created first dashboard, but I want to create some row here, CPU, memory, and I want to monitor some parameters on the top of the dashboard. So let's create a row, convert to row. In fact, let's create another panel first for memory similarly. Then let's select the region Ashburn, and then root compartment. The namespace we need to select OCI compute agent, and then we can select the memory here, memory utilization. So this is memory utilization, and you want to memory also in this format. You can save this and keep the color, default color if you want to keep, and change it base color. Let's change the base color to this color. So this is memory utilization. Now we want to adjust these two dashboard to adjust the size. So let me adjust the size. You can drag and drop and adjust the size here like this. We want to put them into one row, so let's create a row here. So we have the option of convert to row, and this is a new row title. Let's give it a name, overview of CPU and memory. This is overview of memory. You click on this down arrow and you will be able to see the matrix on this dashboard. So this is the dashboard, first dashboard for CPU utilization. This was for memory. So let's change, and title also we missed the title. This is memory utilization. Memory utilization. So this is my memory utilization, and dashboard is saved. Click on apply. So memory and CPU dashboards are created. Overview of CPU. This is one row inside the row. We want something interesting. We want to monitor them through every time I have to select that region and compartment. If you have multiple region and multiple compartments you are managing, so then what you can do is you can create variables. So let's create variables. So click on the settings, then go to variables. Here add variables. Let me add a variable with the name compartment, and then it should be a query variable, and I want the label to be displayed as compartment, and compartment for your resources. Select the data source, select the on dashboard reload, and the query should be compartments. That is the query which will fetch all the compartment. The moment you click, it will show you the value preview of the values available. So you created the compartment. Similarly, let's create a region also. This is query type and this is region. Select the region. You are monitoring the dashboard, and the query is regions S. Don't miss that. And the moment you click on this enter, you see the regions available for you. So now you see why this color is coming here, because they are not used in any dashboard. The moment we start using in a dashboard, you will see the green color tick mark here. So let's save the dashboard and let's go back to our dashboard, and you see here the compartment, the region. So this is the region US-burn1 and the root compartment. They are not used in any dashboard right now. Let's change the dashboard to use these variables. Now the variables will be visible here, region and the compartment. So region is coming from variable and compartment is also coming from the variable now. Save and apply. Similarly on this also, add it, select the region, select the compartment variable which you selected, and you can apply here. So now you can select the compartment from here. For example, if I change my compartment, if I have any instance, I'll get the data here. There is no instance, I don't have any data. Now my instances are running here. If you can see on my OCI console, I have one instance and instance 2 running in root compartment. Now let's create a storage, and this, by the way, one Apache server is also running on this. I installed some software and I installed particularly Apache web server, and I configured a simple hello world website also, a single page website running on the dynamic IP address. If you can see, for this there are a couple of things required. Just to give a quick overview, on virtual cloud network VCN, what I have created, I need to add a security rule first thing. So security list, go to the security list, check the rules. I added these rules. One is 80 open from all ports, all sources, port number 80 open, and one is ping command, which is ICMP from all sources. So I open these two things for this web server from here, and in this system on the monitor, let me open this instance SSH OPC and the IP address. I'll show you what I've done on the instance level also, so that if you want to configure this, you can configure this with the IP address directly, and go to this OPC @ public IP of the machine. So this will connect to the instance from my local machine. Sudo su hyphen, I am working in the root of my instance 2 as root user. Now here, if I show you the history command, what I have done, I just installed Apache web server. I enabled web server, I check the status of web server, I created one index file, and then I open the port number 80 through my firewall command. Firewall cmd hyphen permanent hyphen add port is equal to 80 TCP port, and I reloaded my firewall. And that's the few commands I have given here. Let's keep this open because we are going to create a boot volume also, block volume, and we are going to attach it here. So block volumes, because I want to monitor block volumes as well. No data right now, and let's create a dashboard also so that we can monitor as that data comes. So let me select the root compartment. Let's create another dashboard. Panel, Oracle data source, OCI, region, compartment, and the namespace this time will select for block storage. So this is block storage. Right now there is no block storage, and this is a read volume read ops, and let me select this as this. Alright, so this will show me the read ops, and let me add another query. In fact, let me select the rate of my read ops, or minimum or maximum or mean, whatever you want. Let's add another query. This time I'm selecting same region, same compartment, block storage, and then this time I'm selecting read write ops. So I got these two, read and write both. If I want to select this way, I can select whatever graph I want, I can select that. Alright, so we can select that read write. So this is fairly good. We'll select the bar here, and this is read and write operations, and we can adjust. So save this and apply. So we can now move them down, and you see both these are running. Now let's change a bit. This is block volume read write. Edit, change the title, block volume read write ops. Alright, now we'll change some more settings here. Visualization for the display purpose, calculate, let's say calculate the minimum. This is mean, sorry, not minimum, mean. Text mode is auto, default mode is okay. Text size, I don't want to specify anything. So this is horizontal if you want. This is horizontal way of displaying them, and it's auto. And vertical, you want to display vertical. So by default it is vertical. If you want to them horizontal, you can display them in a horizontal manner. So let's keep it default. And then fields, unit is sorting, so we don't specify anything. If there is no value, we can specify the mapping also, value mapping. So that's fairly enough for us as of now. So we created this block volume. Let's create another dashboard, and same process, data source, region variable, compartment variable, the namespace take time if you notice that. So let's select this OCI compute. What metrics are available for OCI compute, you see here: instance metadata request, volume read ops, volume read throughput, volume write ops, volume. So let's select other option, not this one, other namespace, compute agent, and from compute agent we select disk IO. This is our disk IO, and let's add another query, disk IO ops, same query, same way, compartment, OCI compute instance, compute agent, and then we select disk ops. We have selected disk ops return, and this is disk ops return. And let's select the visualization also. So the settings for this panel is, compute, volume, and disk ops. And then visualization, what visualization you want. So this way you can select different visualization methods. So you have given two queries, one for disk read ops, disk IO input output operations, input outputs, disk IOPS, and disk IOPS return, and this is read and write. So you want a gauge system, you can use gauge also, because which may go up and down depending on what functions you are applying, or you can select the time series also. So depending on what you are selecting, what data you are selecting, how you are selecting, you can select that option. And you also select this gauge operation. So depending on it totally depend on what visualization you want. So this is a disk IOPS. So let's keep this. So this makes sense for us. I'm selecting this option, save and apply. So surface area, now I want to move it here so that I can analyze it and I can put it here. So we have created a few dashboards. This was overview of CPU and memory, and this is overview of instance. So let me create a row so that I can put them under row. So let's change the row title, compute instance activity, and I can drag and drop these options here. So I simply dragged and dropped them here. So this is my first. Now the third option, I want to create more dashboards. Let me create a row first, another row. So this row will have some more options. Now what I'm going to put inside this row, I'm going to put the status of my instance, maintenance status. For example, the instance is up or down. So let's create another panel. Panel, root compartment, Ashburn region, data source, variables. This time the namespace will be maintenance, compute maintenance. You see that. I'll show you. So this is compute infrastructure health. And from here I'm going to select the maintenance status. So this is my maintenance status. Now I need to visualize it in the form of this text, and I want to display OK if it is value is 0, and if it is 1, that means if it is down, or if it is under maintenance, I should see that value. For that I need to put something here. So display when there is no value, display OK, and display name is I don't want, but yes, throttle is very interesting. I want to say the value mapping. So value mapping I want to display if the value is 0, then display OK, and if the value is 1, then display under maintenance. So if the value is 1, I want to display maintenance reboot or MR. So this way I have created this maintenance status. I am going to stretch it so that is the entire thing, it should take the entire this panel, and this is maintenance reboot. So I want to drag it so that it comes under this heading maintenance. So I have multiple rows now where my status is available. Alright, and I can see my this dashboard. What we can do is we can export this dashboard and we can host it on Grafana. Let's do that. I'm logged into my grafana.com. I have my own account here, and you see my dashboard. I already have one dashboard, and I'm going to upload a new dashboard. So to export this dashboard, we have this option, share and export and save to file. So this is my OCI dashboard, and let me import it. Upload, selecting the dashboard file, So we need to make some changes. This is the format of this JSON file is old, so I need to make a couple of changes here. So I'll show you that also. That changes I will show you. In the meanwhile, I'm going to cancel this, and I'm importing another dashboard which I created. Let's go to manage dashboards, discard this dashboard. I'm deleting this dashboard, and I'm going to import the dashboard which I have created. So if you go to Grafana and dashboards, we'll come back and I'll show you that dashboard also, don't worry. Now you search on OCI and you'll see OCI dashboards. Here you will find my dashboard as well. This is my dashboard which I created and I uploaded on Grafana. So click on this dashboard. You can directly type this code of this dashboard to import it in your Grafana dashboard. So select the dashboard, plus click on import, select the ID of the dashboard, and you will get the dashboard here. So import it, and you will see this is the dashboard which is actually giving you visualization of your OCI VCN resource. So this is OCI VCN resource monitoring dashboard I created for you, and this is monitoring my dashboard live. Now let's fix that dashboard and add something and correct that dashboard so that we can upload that dashboard. So for that, I'm going to my download folder, and this is the dashboard. I need to make changes here. Annotations. So before annotations, I need to make few changes. I need to add this require plugin bar gauze and gauze Grafana. Up to annotation, I have to specify everything. So up to here, I want to put everything, and this is because of the version control. So let me add that. Just before annotation, I need to add, and I save it, because what is required, the name, this is OCI matrix, right? This is my OCI matrix plugin name, OCI matrix data source. The data source is OCI matrix data source, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure Matrix, and what all mandatory dependencies, which Grafana version you are using, you specifying all this. Now let's import it. Now it will work. Go to my account, my dashboards, upload a dashboard, select the dashboard file. I believe now there will be no problem. Yes, upload this, and the dashboard is uploaded. Now let's do some branding. Let's add logo. So I'm just putting my own logo, my website logo on this. So this is my logo. I'm putting it here, the Skillpedia. And screenshots. Let's take a screenshot. Oh, I deleted the screenshot, so I'll do it later. And there's my short description. OCI instance matrix monitoring dashboard created by Ram and Sangwan. This is the dashboard I created. OCI matrix data source description, and now we can save and publish this. So my dashboard is available, and now I'm going to show you, import that same dashboard and show you. Yes, it is available. So this is my dashboard ID, and now I can download this dashboard and import it again, or I can directly import using the ID. So let's import the dashboard which I created. Load, and then you can directly type this ID. This I already demonstrated, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to paste the dashboard here. So this is the dashboard I created. You see that? So let me download again. So download the JSON file, open this file, Control A, Control C, and then paste the file here, and it will load that. Select the data source, and you are good. So you will see the same dashboard, which is hosted on Grafana website. Now you are seeing that data from that data source here. So, and now it is using variables also. Let's create a block volume and attach it so that we can see some data on the volume also. There is no data on the volume, so block volume. Let's add some data. So this is a TSP volume 1, TSP. I'm creating a default volume and no if and but. Quite simple dashboard, default size, and I need to attach this. Once the dashboard is available, and the data will start coming here also about the dashboard. We need to change the data, this monitoring to 15 hours 15 minutes, and then refresh automatically after 5 seconds, and you will see the activity happening. You will see a change in the activities quite fast. And let's see, it is being provisioning right now. The moment it is provisioned, I'm going to attach it, and you'll see the block volume activity will definitely change here, because we are going to create the block volume, we are going to attach it, we are going to copy some files, and you'll see the block volume data start appearing here. Alright, so let's refresh. I hope it should not take that much time. You can refresh that. So it is available. You notice that? Now I'm going to attach that. So attach to instance. I want para-virtualized. In fact, let me select the iSCSI and let me select the instance, and it will attach it. Or device name. You want to give the device name? Okay, select the device. Okay, now once it is attached, you can execute the command displayed here. It will show you the commands, view instance details, and iSCSI commands which you have to execute on the instance. So let me log in if the instance is logged out. Generally, if there is no activity for some time, it will log you out from the instance. So I'm logged into back, sudo su hyphen, or no need, because the command iSCSI command will also have the sudo privilege. Let's continue the monitoring. Let's see what is happening. You see activity is happening now. Change, a lot of change is happening. Yes, it is attached, and now let's see the commands, and we execute these commands. So these are the commands which you need to execute. So simply copy them and paste them on the instance. Execute one by one all these commands, and the instance will be attached. So these are detached command, and this is volume IQN. So we have already attached it, and now we'll see the device available. ls-l/dev/OCI Oracle OCI, and the name of the device. So this is SDB. This is the device we connected. So SDB is the new device we attached. So let's format it. mkfs make file system .xfs/dev/sdb. This is my device, and I'm making a file system on this. Of course, I need to use sudo. So the formatting done. Now what I need to do is I need to create a directory. Let me switch to root user now. Sudo su hyphen, and let's make a directory mkdir/data, and let's mount that /dev/sdb on /data. Now the device is mounted on /data. Now we can copy some files, cp-r, let's say /etc, just to push some data on the device /data. So this will copy some data, and we'll see the activities here on the monitoring. You see the activities and the graph changing, the read write ops happening, a lot of data, a lot of things are changing in the activity on this now. So this is monitoring of our block volume read write operations, because we have two volumes now. One was the instance block volume, the way whenever we provision an instance, we see a block volume. The second one is the one which we created just now, because you see there are two block volumes. This is first one, and this is second one. Similarly, this is the write operations. So this is read, this is write, and this is the second block volume. So this is first and this is second. First is the default, which one we have for our whenever we create an instance, a default volume is available, and one which we added. So you see all the block volumes and the data read write operations on the block volume. So this is how we can start monitoring our infrastructure resources, and we uploaded our dashboard also, OCI dashboard. Let me change the name is not right. OCI instance monitoring, OCI instance monitoring. This would be the meaningful name, OCI instance monitoring or OCI compute instance. So that makes sense. That is still better. Category, where should I put it? Web services, Docker, databases collected, host matrix. That makes sense. And now publish it. So I should change the logo if I want. I want to put the same logo for every resource I created. So let me select this. So this is my another dashboard. I can download it from here. So let me publish it and then I can download it. So this way you can download the JSON and apply. So this is OCI compute instance monitoring created by the Skillpedia. So if you click on the Skillpedia, you will see my both the dashboards available. The dashboard, my dashboards. So I have two dashboards available: VCN resource monitoring and OCI dashboard, which is actually nothing but compute instance monitoring. So what we learned now, I need to terminate it here. I need to terminate. So let me disconnect it. So I need to copy the command to disconnect. iSCSI command. These are the commands to detach. Let me detach. Why it is not allowing? Because this is already mounted, so I need to unmount that first. So sudo su hyphen, and I need to unmount that. So I need to give u mount. So first thing, reverse operation is very important to understand. I first need to unmount that. Once I unmount it, then I can execute the commands. So let's execute the commands now. I have already unmounted. So this is first command I need to execute to detach it. Log out. Yes, successful now, you see that. And this is second command. That's interesting point. So we need to ensure that yes, now it is also successful. And now since it is detached, I can remove this. So I can remove detach from the instance. I already detached it. I mean already executed the commands, and now I can terminate also. Terminate is not possible if this volume is attached to any instance. All right. And now you see the activity is also here. Second instance will disappear after some time because I have removed it and I'm going to disable it. I have detached it. I will terminate it. All right. So this is a very quick session on monitoring OCI resources using Grafana by creating a dashboard and using a data source plugin configured on the instance where Grafana is running. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.